Hi there, I hope this finds you well. Welcome to our Cozy Restorative Yoga. Now, some of you will know that last night we had a storm here, and while I was filming live, the Wi-Fi completely cut out and it's not quite come back yet. So what I've done is I thought actually the back bedroom has a little bit better. It's got a different Wi-Fi connection, so I've come on to that. Now sometimes out of the problem comes something a little different way of doing things, and so I decided to actually film this from the bed because there were times when you might want to do this sequence at bedtime, not just at bedtime, but there may be times, and I know there's a couple of you that are feeling a little under the weather at the moment. So this is the ideal kind of sequence for you to do when you're not feeling your best. Maybe you've not gone to work. Maybe you need a duvet day, and they are great for us. I have them regularly. Just to, I find the next day I'm always reset if I'm just starting to feel unwell. Then a duvet day can be great, and to do lots of restorative stuff. So that's things that are going to restore our energy. So if we're depleted, what we don't want to do is to add more and more fire into there. So I've been talking about Agni, building our digestive fire, and to get the Agni going first thing in the morning is a great thing, especially if we're going out and we're going to need that energy to get us through the day. But there's times when we, especially if you've had one of those days that has been incredibly busy, if you're constantly fire building, if you're constantly, action orientated, getting the energy up, the heart rate's getting up, or you've just had a very stressful day, what we need to do is balance that out with some restorative stuff. So that's not the time, say in the evening, if you've had a really busy day, to go and do a really tough workout, anything like that. I would recommend you do a nice restorative practice because it's all about balance. So what we're trying to do with the body, I refer to it as we're trying to create the perfect bath temperature. So if you're just putting hot water in all the time, hot water's like our fire energy all the time, action, doing, then you're going to burn out, you're going to burn yourself if you get into that water. We need to be able to switch the cold tap on and add enough cold in just to balance that out. Now, what's happened with a lot of our modern bodies due to our modern lifestyles is that we have the hot tap constantly switched on and the cold tap becomes faulty. We're unable to switch that on when we need it. It should happen automatically if we're in balance and the systems are working properly. Once we've had, say, that burst of energy, there'll be the rest and restore afterwards. So we've got the fight or flight response, we've got the rest and digest. Rest and digest should happen automatically. Now, for some people, the hot taps maybe been switched on too long, or we've been overriding the body's natural way of it finds its balance, which is for the hot cold tap to come on. So we need to train that cold tap, and we need to know when to use it too. And this has been a huge learning for me. And I would hugely recommend that you put a restorative practice into your, if you props, a blanket already to underneath, or a duvet to get underneath, you're all out. So you might want to use a prop as well. And this might just be a rolled up blanket or a pillow. Or a good idea, if you've not got a yoga block, is to just get a book, quite a thick one, like a book, of course. And you might want to wrap it up. I've got this like nice thick scarf here, wrap up the book in that, especially if you have had a busy day. If you've not, it's a great thing to do to ground ourselves first. So just while I'm still talking, we're going to go down to the feet, we're going to massage the feet. So I've been talking about the need for yoga practice is crucial. So that's in order for us to be able to reflection for a moment there. It took me out of my mindful state. That's in order for us to keep safe throughout our practice, so we can listen to those body whispers. So the body whispers to us. It will tell us what we need in any given moment. So it will tell us when we're ready for some cold tap stuff. It doesn't necessarily need to be yoga. It can be spending time with your pet. That's always very good. Cold tap stuff, being out in nature, not power walking, slow, leisurely paced walking. Do that, every day. Start with half an hour, build up to an hour each day. That's incredibly good for the cold tap. It could be something that you've got, like gardening, although keeping it just relaxing gardening. It could be knitting. Some people find something like Sudoku nice and things like that. For me, also, cooking is a joy. I pretty much stay relaxed cooking. But there might be other things. Tai Chi is wonderful, any kind of mindful breathing techniques. So massaging the feet just helps bring us out of our busy mind, down into our body. And then we're just going to find a comfortable seat. So that might be with your legs crossed, if you can have your back straight. You can sit onto the knees, you can sit with your back against something if that's more comfortable. Just going to take a moment, just have a good wriggle around. So never feel that you just need to arrive somewhere. Like, feel free to fidget. Okay, just give the hips a little shake. Find those grounding posture for the hands. Just resting on the knees here. And we will feel that strong connection through our sit bones to be the bed underneath you, or if you're on the mat, so across the chest, maximize the breath. Breathe deep down into the belly. I'm just going to pause there for a moment. So the eyes closed. Just observing how you feel right now, knowing that whatever you're feeling, it's okay. This is where you are right now. I'm going to take a long, smooth inhalation in through the nostrils. Hold at the top of the inhale. And then open the mouth and just let go. Relax inside. The inhale in yoga is a bit like having a yawn. Everything open up, feel the tension that you hold, and then as you open the mouth, it's like a sigh of relief and you let go of all that tension. Feeling yourself arrive in your body, arrive in this moment. So inhaling, feeling this relaxation. And exhaling anything you don't need for this next hour. Exhaling, letting go. Feel that balance of the breath, bring you into balance. I'm just going to stop to gently move. In slow motion, you're going to drop the chin down towards the chest. You can keep the eyes closed for this. Or maybe you can feel the day's tension there on the back of the neck. Just give the head a gentle little rock side to side. So we're exploring. We've got the mindset of a curious child. Just going, oh, that's interesting. That's new. No judgment. Now we're going to roll the head slowly towards the right. Just holding there for a moment, maybe finding that place of sensation. Might feel nice to hold somewhere if you feel somewhere in particular that's tight. Or noticing a lot of tension there. Just notice. And this is what we're doing. We're releasing that tension. We hold all our old, stuck emotions in our body, in our fascial network. So in the tissues of the body, you hear me say we are the hold our issues in our tissues. And what's beautiful about yoga and body work is that you don't need to go into what it's all about, where it's from. Just observe, the body take care of it. The body will know how to release, but we have to be slow and grounded. We're seeking the sensation, not the pose. Now, let's take the head full circle. That feels nice. When you take the head far back, it feels okay for you. You've got this when it feels delicious. So let's reverse that head roll. Nice and sweet. So we're just easing out the day's tensions out of the body. Especially if you've been under the weather, you've been ill, you might be holding a lot there. If you had a stressful time, now we're just going to roll the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. Now what we're not doing is isolating movement, we're just letting the body move as a whole. How do we do that? Movement's changing a lot from how we used to move. Or think we needed to exercise, which was maybe, just doing one movement like in linear. We're not machines. We are plants. The both modern sports science and yoga agree on this. We are plants. We're connected through this fascial network. So everything's interconnected. So just enjoy that roll. Just let the body move naturally. It should feel delicious. Easing out the tension. The neck and the shoulders. Take one more. And then come back to the upright now. We're going to circle around the sit bones. We'll move to the left first. Be with the chest as you come forward. Just rolling around. If you want to synchronize the breath with the movement, just makes it more effective. You inhale as you come round towards the front. You exhale as you come back. Now I'm doing a nice slow pace at the moment. You might want to follow my pace or go slower. Slow things down. We do so much too fast. And a lot of people, and I was guilty of this, doing everything at breakneck speed. Staying on it, feeling like I needed to, be doing something in every hour of the day. We think that we're not doing something, we're being lazy. No, we're not. We're taking care of our body. Now going the other direction. How nice does that feel? Rolling around, nice and slow. Easing out the day's tension is going to help wind down from a busy day. Or this could be the first thing you do today as well. Got to get up for anything if yesterday was just hectic. Have a restorative day. So just like the plants, need a combination of sunshine and rain, and we need the hot tap, the cold tap. We need both. And let's bring the legs in front, and let's just go to the feet again. We're just going to just gently pressing down, releasing. All we're doing is oiling the joints. Again, you can place your hands to your feet. A good place to put your thumbs as you do this is the crease between the big toe and the second to big toe. Follow that crease down until you go just beneath the knuckle of the big toe. There's that little pocket there. Just put your thumbs in there, put a little bit of pressure in there. It's the kidney points that's going to help boost the kidneys. Right, now we're going to take the legs out and give them a shake out. Happy feet? Show you my socks. Coordinate with my jumper. Not an accident. These are the sort of things that make me happy. So give the legs a bit of a massage now as well. So give them a good rub. You know, our legs might be carrying us around all day. Let's help ground us. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to come just to the back. And you may want to take either a pillow or your something just underneath the back here. So just underneath your sacrum. I'm going to take my blanket rolled up. So you could use rolled up towel like this. And make sure it's sort of, even width all the way across. And lie on your back, and you're going to get into this. You need to lift the sit bones. Take it from this side. Okay? Lift underneath, not the lower back curve. Lower down. So where your hip bones are, the front there, directly underneath. You'll feel your sacrum at the base of the spine, flat against that block. And we're just going to extend the left leg up and the right knee into the chest. And start circling the ankle there. And then in the other direction. I'm not actually going to be getting up to standing. You can like the whole thing lying down. How lovely is that? And now we're going to just slide the left leg up so the foot's close towards the bottom. And we're going to just flex and extend that leg. So notice I don't say straighten because still oil in the knee joint. I'm not thinking of straightening the leg. So moving around a joint, release the single synovial fluid, which lubricates the joint. It's like WD-40 for the joints. As I do this, I like to massage my knees as well. Our knees are such complex structures. In yoga, we say if you massage the knees every day, you keep them healthy. They take so much tension and weight, don't they? Okay, now I'm going to hold that right knee into the chest. I'm going to just take hold of the foot, extend out the left leg, and we're just going to move the knee kind of side to side. So just oiling that hip joint. How does that feel? We call this cradling baby. Now we're going to keep this right knee in, but we're going to take hold with the left hand. It's going to bring the right arm out to the side, out of the way. Now we're not going into a full bow twist here. All we're going to do is just bring the knee across and release it. It's kind of on an elastic. Bring it across and release. And you're not going too far with this. You're just going. As far as feels nice, where it naturally goes. This is so good for my lower back. So what I'm trying to do first is get rid of all those places where we came to our attention through the day, but also break up the patterns of movement that possibly we had throughout the day. Loosening everything first, it's going to make it more receptive when we're going to hold the poses. Just going to hold gently over towards the left. You see, I'm not way away from the floor here. That's fine. And I'm going to extend that leg out. I'm going to hook it over the other. And I'm going to open the arms out. I'm going to bring the right arm over towards the left. So we're getting a nice stretch down the side of the body. We'll reach from the hands and reach from the feet, but making this banana shape from here. Usually about space space for the organs to be able to breathe properly at night time. And this is why I say try and get where you're sleeping between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2, because that's where the liver and the gallbladder is really doing this work hard. Help create space and that side of the body where the liver is. And now just lay out flat and just checking the difference between the sides. So I like to do my restorative in the cozy clothes. I can invite you to as well, but just close the eyes just to observe the difference between the right and the left side. Maybe you can possibly sense here the difference in the right and the left side. It's a bit like the difference between hot tap and cold tap. So let's do the other side now. Let's take the right leg. Take the left knee to the chest. Now extend the right leg back out. Start by circling the ankle here. And in the other direction. What about the clicks? The clicks good. And take hold of the back of the leg. Flex and extend. How does that feel? Oh, probably feels tight to start with. That's okay. Absolutely okay. It feels tight because we started to soften the other side. And this side feels tight because it's not had that softening. And this is what's happening here as we do this. Not only are we oiling the knee joint, you can give that a massage as well, this side. Also start to soften the tissues, to rehydrate them. Trying to do in general in this class is to soften. That's contracted, rigid as you are when you're stressed. You want to soften. Talk about having a hard body, soft body, pliable. Wouldn't it like morph? You know, clay, put the water in it, all nice and malleable. Channeling morph. I love that. Okay, now bend that knee. Take hold of the outside of the right foot if you can. And just rock that knee side to side. Feeling the baby within the hip joint here. Now just keeping that left knee in. Take hold with the right arm this time. Left arm comes out the side. We take it with the knee just gently cranking it across the body. Cranking sounds too strong. Easing it across and letting it release. That's the elastic. Taking it over and release. I'm going for sensation. I think it's often got a bit mixed up what yoga's about. It's about bringing the body into a state of natural balance with plants. Bring it back into its natural state. That's not about birds. We've all got different bodies, all beautifully unique plants, flowers, sunshine, rain, air, and space. Now just extend that leg out, open the right arm out, and just stay there for a moment with the eyes closed. Just breathing deeply and observing that feeling of just everything being tissues softening. Bring the knees place the feet down, lift up the hips, and take we're going to roll onto the front. Gentle express. Gently in the evening. I'm going to take my elbows underneath the shoulders and have the forearms parallel. And what I want to imagine, I would just shake out my hips here a little bit and get everything soft. I want to think of this line that runs from the tailbone to the length of the spine. And when we think of the spine ending at the back of the neck, it actually continues at the back of the neck. So just feel like the spine, the neck is an extension of the spine. Your gaze for that is probably going to be between the thumbs, with the eyes. Just enjoy that gentle back bend. Allowing the face and the jaw to relax. And sometimes I like to just lift my head up and lower the chin to the chest. Really slowly, so we're not, I don't see it as like 80s style of exercise, going through repetitions. You need to go slowly enough so you can feel everything. We're seeking out the sensation. But once we've got the body in balance, that's when we can start to do things like this in our fire energy with the morning sequences. But we'll do it in a safe way, we'll do it from a grounded place, and you'll be more in tune about how to self-regulate. You want to roll the head side to side as well. And then we're just going to lower down onto the front, make a pillow for the forehead. And just lie there, and I'm going to breathe into the belly. It's a great place to practice deep belly breathing. Because when you breathe in, you can feel the belly inflate and press against the surface beneath you. The belly's a big balloon, and then exhale and let go. Deep belly breathing is a good way to switch on that relaxation response, the cold cap, the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is also the state that the body you want to get into for when we're going to be eating. We want to be in a nice relaxed state, call it rest and digest. When you're stressed, all the functions like our digestion, they begin to switch off because the body thinks it's in danger, needs to run away from something, so switches off those functions. So if you eat when you're stressed, you're never going to digest properly. Take time to eat. Not just because it's good for us, but because it is something that should be a joy. Now we place the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to push up. We're going to come up into all fours. Maybe if you've been doing yoga a while, and you've maybe done cat and cow, I know that 5,000 times. You've never done it like this, because every time you do it, it's different. So we come into all fours. We're really getting down. Starting to like this, doing it from the bed. So hands not gripping, but nice firm base. As you inhale, you just relax the belly, and slightly soften the elbows, and lift the crown of the head. And just enjoy that for a moment. Have a slight pause there before you start the exhale. The exhale, you're going to start from the tailbone. You're going to try and articulate every single vertebrae. And then you bring the chin to the chest and round in the back. Just enjoying the equal and the opposite. So you inhale, this movement starts from the tailbone, the belly starts to relax. It's like that whole body comes, or back comes into this lovely arch. And notice it's an equal and opposite action. Everything in nature, everything in life has a duality. Light, light, dark. Same with the systems of the body. The function of the body is flex and extend. I want you to imagine now as if you're breathing in space in between the facets of the joints in the spine. Just take one more. Okay, just pat the hands a little further forward. So I'm going to bring the right knee just behind the right wrist. Now, for some of you, if you're taking care of the knee, just maybe hold it here, but you want something underneath your head. Could be a pillow. If you've not got something, you can just have the head resting in the hands somewhere that feels right for you. What I quite like to do is make with 2 fists with the hands, have the third eye resting there. We can massage forehead while we're there. We can also do it on your block or whatever you've got there. Now, for some of you, you might know pigeon. I'm going to invite you to be very mild with tonight's pigeon. So some of you might just have this right shin straight underneath the thigh. Some of you might want to bring the heel more towards the left hip and then just inch that left leg back just so that you find a comfy place. What we're looking for is the place where you get sensation, but there's no stress. When there's stress, we contract, and we think it's softening. There'll be movements where we're strengthening, and there'll be movements where we're relaxing. This one is pure relaxation. It's called pigeon, if you don't know it. Maybe about 80% of people love pigeon. There's no judgment with the structure of your body. Maybe there's 20% that really don't like it. I'm just going to invite you to be really gentle with it. And bring your head down. Have a good nestle pigeon into it. Just notice where you're getting sensation. And then go to the breath. I want you to feel like on the exhale, it's like this giving way. Relax inside, letting go, letting go. Within this pose, you're going to stay. It's about letting go and hold a lot more of a chunk around the hips. And the breath out, just imagine you're letting go of all that. Don't think about what it is, don't get into the story in your head. Just let the body do it. Out through the breath and feel the body soften as you exhale. Soften. 3 more relaxing side breaths. Maybe you open the mouth, maybe you even make a sound. Oh. One more. Slowly, carefully, mindfully, just feel yourself back up. We're going to come to a child's pose. We're going to see what magic we've created there. Your knees wide, you might put them together. Just sit back onto the heels. If you want to, you can take your head, your bolster, your blanket, and then just bring the arm alongside the body. Some of you may be able to just bring the head all the way down. And you just notice, stay there, just notice. What's the difference between the right and the left side? You see what we're doing, body. Observe. Start to connect with your body sensations. The mind is the observer. That's the secret to mindfulness. Just observing. The secret to making our conditioned habits, behaviors, put them into our consciousness. We start to be able to change them. Okay, let's lift up. Oh. Let's bring the left knee forward. I'm going to do the other side. So you want nice unrestricted clothing. Oh, I'm like the anti-yogi, you know, you see me doing, handstands in a bikini, things like that. I want cozy clothes, I want stuff that you can do real life at home. So place that underneath leg somewhere where it's comfortable. What we don't want, and I'll show you what's like, if I go too far, I start to bring this leg across here, and I see people doing this. This is a totally different pose. We want the hips to be level. So get that nice comfy pose. I feel like we really need to move away from what yoga looks like as a aspirational body type or athletic style. And we need to help people connect to feel good about where you are. It's about what it feels like, not what it looks like. Nestle yourself down. Feel free to put it. Again, you can take the head side to side if you want. We hold so much tension in our forehead. So these lines are created by hardened fascia around or hold tension in our eyes. And that tension look. Things harder and they create those lines. We're going to try and iron out all those tension points. Move to the breath. And as you exhale, surrender, let go, soften into the pose. Letting go. Breathing in the good stuff. And breathing out all the garbage. Anything you don't need. Anything you've been holding on to too long. Just trust it's all going. And I'm going to slowly move out of that. You might just hold the poses for a long time. We're going to yin style. Restorative yoga. Thrown in. That's about. So, come down to a child's pose. Resting your head somewhere. Bringing the arm alongside of the body. You'll find when you go into it where it feels comfy for you. And try and find that balance of the breath, the balance of the inhale and the exhale. And just rest there, observe. From here, you're going to come up, we're going to go lie down onto the back. Now, depending on what you've got behind you and your bed is where you can put your legs up the wall. You might want to be close to the wall from here. I've got these sorts of built-in wardrobes on this bed here, so I'm going to come sideways and it's also going to just mean that you can see me a little better. But if you come in to put your legs up the wall, you want to come into it sideways so that when you come, you just lay down sideways, you just swing the legs around, and you put the legs, you can have the legs up the wall. Okay. Invite you just to have the legs slightly away from the wall to start with, and bring the left foot down. Then take hold of the right leg, the back of the right leg. We're going to massage the back of that leg. And you might want to take a little pillow underneath the head. We've got this nice back here. Couldn't get cozier than this, really. Cozy yoga. Let's send this really important message to our bodies to say, yeah, I'm nurturing you now. I'm taking care of you. All healing starts with self-compassion. And we massage the back of the hamstring, the back of the knee. Massage the back there and feel where the tightest spot is. It might be like a bit stronger than it is. And you're going to just take the hands there. You're going to let the leg rest in the hands. Now, if the leg's slightly bent, that's okay. Because I want the leg to be soft. You see people doing this, trying to pull the leg towards them. What happens there when you're forcing, you're creating stress contraction. We want to soften the purpose of this session. You want everything to be soft with the leg being up there. Maybe you will imagine, it's good for doing after some of you run. Or after something tough that you've been doing, or just being on your feet all day, having the leg up in the air, just letting the lactic acid just drawing out, also boosts the lymph function, clearing out that old winter hammer. Just popping this little bit of music on here. This piece of music called Weightless by Marco Neuroscientists claim it's the most relaxing piece of music in the world, the one most likely to induce relaxation. Does it reduce relaxation? Induce relaxation, reduce anxiety. Now let's bring that right foot down to sit it inside of the left knee. Take hold of this right knee just to the outside. Just control that leg across. Now this might be too strong here. Some people, so just take the legs away from you a little bit. Another thing that you might want to do is to get something like a pillow. Maybe bolster block there, place the knee on there, just let the right arm come out to the side and close the eyes. And just enjoy that lovely twist in spine. Notice how the body's starting to wind down. Allow all the distractions of thought just to float away from the mind. If the mind starts to wander, just go back to the breath. Just imagine inhaling relaxation and exhaling and softening. And now let's come back towards the center. Just that right side now. Let's bring left knee in, extend that leg up, take hold of the back of the left thigh, just massage the back of that thigh. Sensual. Feel it again, it sends such a positive message to us to give ourselves a massage. It's a lovely thing to do. It's a bedtime ritual. It's to have a nice bath. Small bath. I think I need to go find a spa for a nice warm bath and then massage yourself with the words and Ayurvedic technique. It's all hot tap stuff. Now, when you find that really hard place at the back of the hamstring, wherever that is for you, just hold the hands over and the shoulders to relax. So you notice I'm not doing any kind of this pulling stuff. When I started to work in a slow, mindful way, understanding how the facial network worked, the nervous system, and the benefit of the slow, mindful, restorative practice. It's funny because everything came into balance and my body and mind systems happier and healthier. And I'm still able to achieve what I could do before in terms of range of motion, flexibility, in fact, perhaps more. Only we thrive in the right environment. We need to put the body into a place of balance so that it's a nice friendly environment, not a hostile environment. So that whatever you put into the body, in terms of what it's going into a nice friendly environment. The exercise you do, it's conducive to the health of mind and body. And we don't want this already stressed system creating more stress, a stressful practice. And it's bend, the neck need to be inside the right knee, take hold of the right hand. Oh, just take that twist. Maybe you've got something underneath that left knee. So we want this left shoulder to stay relaxed. You notice this part sequence, this whole upper body stayed relaxed. I don't want to force anything. Just letting go. And just feel on every out breath now, letting go of whatever stresses and strains that are on the body. Just finding yourself drifting into a peaceful state of relaxation. enjoying the sensations of this twist. Just the rinse out, really, the practice again, it's going to help with the functions that our bodies use when we're sleeping to help cleanse and detoxify. We're slowly going to come back through to center. We're going to bring the knees to the chest and give them a hug. Oh. We'll circle the knees a few times to massage the sacrum. And keep the eyes closed and just follow the sensation. Now if you're close up against the wall, put the legs up or down if you can. And then put the blanket over you. It's really chilly with the legs up the wall. Under the blanket and lay down in Shavasana. So Shavasana is traditionally legs and arms open wide, corpse pose. Legs at the wall is very good for inducing sleep. So you might need to just shuffle your bum up against the wall, have the legs straight up. Not tense. I'm going to be seated because I'm going to be talking to you. I don't want to drift off. One of your legs up the wall, if you struggle to sleep, it's called a temporalitis. That's what it feels. So good on so many levels, one of the most restorative poses. To do it at bedtime, even. Just be switched off. Or you're reading a book. Not while you're on your phone, scrolling, or swiping, or whatever. Checking emails. Somewhere where the mind is just nicely set. So again, for you to get really comfortable. If you are, in fact, whichever position you're in, it's comfortable for you, and you might want to take hands to your mudra. So you're making a room in the shape of the hands you want to move. The thumbs come together at the navel, the palms down on the belly, tips of the forefingers together. It's a nice self-nourishing pose, mudra with the hands. Or you can just have the arms out to the side, the palms facing upwards. Just lift the shoulders one at a time and make sure they're really comfortable, make sure everything's soft and relaxed. Close the eyes. And we're going to do a full core breathing just to help balance those systems, help you calm. To a state of complete relaxation. So no gripping as you breathe, no forcing. My pace doesn't work, choose your own, choose your hands. What we're doing, what we're going to do is have the breath in 4 points. We inhale for 2 counts. We hold. We hold for 2 counts. We exhale for 2 counts. And we hold. So beginning on an inhale, inhale for 2 counts. Hold the breath for 2 without gripping. Exhale for 2 and hold, just letting it go. Inhale for 2, hold at the top. Exhale for 2 and hold for 2. Inhale for 2, hold 2, exhale for 2 and hold for 2. Inhale for 2, hold 2, exhale 2, and hold 2. Inhale, keep the jaw relaxed. Exhale, just pause and nothing softly exhale. Inhale, hold softly. Exhale, and hold. And continue just at your own pace. And just notice how you feel now after we've done this first class. You might just want to pause the video here, stay for a little longer, stay for 15 minutes if you can. If you're ready to come out, just to end this first one, it's your first one. Just notice how you're feeling. Notice that balance of the inhale and the exhale. Notice how it maybe feels like the breath's almost disappeared. And then if it feels nice, take the tip of the thumb, tip of the forefinger together in each hand and just press gently. To allow those lovely positive feelings, balance, peace, or calm, whatever you're feeling, to intensify as you press the thumb and forefinger together. Just sealing in this feeling, so that when it comes to bedtime, you can just easily re-access this place just by doing the same thing with the thumb and the forefinger. Sealing it in with a smile as well. It's feeling nice. You've always got this place. Now you're going to slowly just start to wiggle your fingers and the toes. Just start to spark a little bit more energy into the body. Keep the eyes closed, but just start yawning. Taking some deep breaths in. If you're going to bed shortly now, you might just want to switch the video off and cozy up into bed. And also, if you're going in a little while, then only breathe in enough energy, all that you need for the rest of the evening. Just enough, just more energy do you need. Just breathe in just that much. And slowly start to bring the knees to the chest. Give them a hug. Lift those a little back and slowly roll onto your right hand side. You carefully bring yourself to seated. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Bring your hands together, just gently start to remove the palms. Once you've got a little bit of heat there, just place them over the eyes. Let the eyes be bathed. Smooth the arms. Feeling everything relax in the face, in the jaw, and the shoulders. Just start to roll the hands away. Just gently blink the eyes open, but keep a soft gaze. And bring the hands down to the heart center. And from my heart to your namaste. Until next time, take good care of yourself.